What's going on, money lovers? This is Vinny from the Investment Club. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk a little bit about AMD, one of my best performing stocks of all time. Some recent news, what's going on with the company, their major acquisition of a company called Xilinx. We're going to hear some words from the CEO, Lisa Su, and where I think this company is headed and whether I still think it makes for a solid investment. So first off, let's listen to a quick snippet from Lisa Su on where the company is headed.
Strong PCs, strong gaming, strong data center, and we see that extending into the fourth quarter, and that's why we were able to raise our full year guidance for the year. So we'll now grow over 40% on a year-over-year basis.
AMD has been putting up some incredible numbers, and I think they will have another strong quarter in the fourth quarter. You can see they grew revenue 56% year over year and 45% quarter over quarter. Some other exciting recent news. Tesla's looking to switch to AMD for their Navi chip for their onboard computer. According to a leak, this would be huge for AMD and Tesla. It's always a good day when you see couple of your favorite investments collaborating with each other. There's a lot of exciting things going on with AMD lately. If you didn't know already, AMD made the chips that are going to be in the PlayStation 5 and in the Xbox Series X. Now AMD is in a great position because, as you can see here, obviously Sony and Microsoft, well, they have to compete with each other. AMD wins either way, and that's another great way that you can find companies. Instead of picking who you think is going to win in a competition, find the companies that benefit either way, no matter what. AMD is going to keep making chips. Meanwhile, AMD's biggest competitor, Intel, keeps pushing back its releases. In the meantime, AMD just keeps swallowing up market share and taking away from Intel's sales. Oh, hang on, a word from our sponsor. We got a special visitor here. Got a special, my stock pick. Oh, jeez. My stock picker is here today. Callie, which semiconductor stock you looking at these days? What are you thinking, huh? You a fan? I think I peg you as an Intel type of girl. I don't know. All right, so just another reason for you guys to subscribe. Not only am I bringing you the very best stock picks, you'll even get to see my two cute dogs occasionally. That was Khaleesi. Maybe next time we'll get Ragnar up here. So anyway, if you're not familiar with AMD, this is a great company. As you can see, they have been growing quite a bit in the last 5 years. They went from $2 a share all the way up to where it sits right now at over $80 a share. Not too bad. And this is in large part due to the leadership of their amazing CEO, Lisa Su. So if we take a quick look at their website, you see here they have the AMD Ryzen 5000 series, the fastest chip in the game. And it's sold out just about everywhere, which is a good problem to have. Here, so this is an article from January of 2020. AMD now owns all of the top 10 best-selling CPUs on Amazon. And as you can see, these CPUs are not cheap. They run a pretty penny, and I'll talk about AMD's profit margins later, which are pretty high. Go see these reviews for yourself. People are amazed. All I can find is 5-star reviews. 6,000 reviews, that means they sold 6,000 of these bad boys, probably a lot more. Okay, RIP Intel, powerhouse, phenomenal CPU, absolutely crushes Intel's 9900K, which is roughly the same price. Biggest generational jump in performance in my CPU purchasing history of 30 years. Insane performance. The reviews speak for themselves, people. So if you haven't already heard, AMD came out with some news that they are acquiring a company called Xilinx, and it got mixed reactions. Some people are upset because they think it's going to slow down AMD's growth, but I think this was a great move. I'm going to explain why, and here's an interview Lisa Su did, and here's what she had to say about the acquisition.
Well, the way I think about this is, Jim, you know that I'm always in for the long term. We built our sort of foundation, sort of the base AMD business on just thinking very carefully about what's going to happen in the industry over the next 5 years, right? So that's how we decided to lean into data centers. That's the strength of the PC market, the strength of the gaming market. What Xilinx brings is really very additive to the AMD model. So first of all, it is immediately accretive upon closing. It brings significant margin expansion as well as profitability and free cash flow generation. But more importantly than that, we really believe that together we can define the future of high performance computing. And I'm a very ambitious person. It's all about what we can do to transform the industry as well as participate in driving sort of the next phase of computing. And that's what Xilinx is all about. It's a fabulous company. I would say it's one of the best companies in the industry. It's a very unique capabilities, and we are so complementary, and you really see that when we think about the product portfolios, the market segments that we're in, and then culturally, we're also very aligned as well. So it's a very, very good day for AMD, and we're very excited about what we can do together with Xilinx.
Not only is the acquisition of Xilinx highly beneficial to both companies as they're very complementary to each other, it'll increase AMD's TAM, or total addressable market, to $110 billion. It'll help AMD's margins, bring them a lot of cash flow. While they've historically been highly involved in data, PCs, and gaming, this will enable them to branch out, because with Xilinx they bring in access to more opportunities such as 5G, automotive, aerospace and defense, industrial and other sectors that could use AMD's technology but that AMD has historically lacked access to. So there's an enormous opportunity here. It'll also bring greater scale. As you can see, AMD and Xilinx, when you combine their revenue from the last 12 months, it nearly doubles that of AMD. And this will really turn AMD into a true powerhouse and put them on the path to becoming a legitimate contender that can go toe-to-toe with the likes of Intel and Nvidia. While their chips may be superior to Intel, Intel still brings in a lot more revenue, and this will enable AMD to expand their revenue and get into other sectors. So this acquisition could not have come at a better time. As Intel continues to stumble, AMD is building a solid foundation, expanding their portfolio, and preparing itself to take on significant opportunities. As I mentioned earlier, AMD already had strong profit margins at 44% gross profit. Xilinx does even better at 69% gross profit margin. So combining these two can expand their gross margins and profitability and bring 20% estimated long-term revenue compound annual growth rate. While that's lower than the 30 to 40% or more that AMD has been growing, it's more sustainable. It's going to solidify AMD's standing and make sure that they continue to grow consistently and steadily. So as you can see, there's a lot of potential benefits and opportunities that will come from this deal, and I think it was a great deal, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for these two combined companies. I think it's going to pan out very well. So am I buying? If I didn't have any shares, I would definitely buy here, as I think this is a great opportunity. But since I already have a pretty good position, I'm going to wait for some pullbacks and some dips to do any more major purchasing. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Which chip company do you like the best? AMD, Intel, or Nvidia? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Vinny from the Investment Club, and I'll see you next time.